Alright. Episode 2, Part 1, Section 1. My brain is going a mile a minute. Just kidding. It's going slower than that. Just last night, I started driving my car in a fun way, where you like rev a ton in second, and then rev a ton in third, and then you're going like 40 miles an hour, 45. And I'm getting gayer and gayer about cars. And I think, I'm pretty sure I said in the last episode that I don't want to get too gay about cars, but I am getting a lot gayer about cars now. I watched Ford versus Ferrari today. Even I went out of my way to do it. I didn't just see it come up and be like, oh, this is a movie. I was like, oh, maybe I should watch Ford versus Ferrari. What did I get from watching Ford versus Ferrari? Well, first of all, I think it's a good movie for people to have. I mean, it's better than like, I don't know, is Wednesday a movie? Is Stranger Things a movie? These aren't even movies, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I just think it's a good movie to exist. It's kind of like stupid. It's kind of a dumb movie. It got me thinking, though, about what is necessary for greatness. This is probably the thing I get the most gay about with cars, is thinking about what goes into the engineering and performance of, I mean, like a race car. A race car is like the most like PvP meta version, where like you're trying to optimize as much as possible. I'm actually gonna go right. I'm gonna go to my girlfriend's parents' house. How about that? Show up and rev out. I'm gonna rev like crazy right now. That was funny. That wasn't even like crazy. That was like 3,000. It's like 9. It's like 9. Why would I say that? It's like 9. Or I could just say it's 9. I don't know why I have to put in all those fillers. I don't like those fillers. It's not becoming of a man to use word fillers, I think. So try to consciously get rid of those. That's me telling myself that. Let's see. What was I talking about? That's gonna be my catchphrase. What was I talking about? Because I'm kind of stupid. And maybe that's weed's fault. Maybe it's actually the world's fault and not my fault. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with it's the world's fault. It's the fault of weed and the culture that makes you think weed makes you smart. I was just going to say for like 5 seconds there, but maybe I would have only said for like half a second and then come up with something else to say. So maybe it is a good thing for thought to have word fillers. That doesn't change the fact that it's a little feminine, though. So I'm torn on it. Maybe it's necessary for the low level of thought that I'm expressing with this. Is this some kind of podcast? I'm just keeping this to myself, I think. Probably just keeping this to myself. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was about to say again. I'm getting in a thought loop. I gotta stop that. What was I talking about again? I was talking about the executive team, essentially, and what goes into greatness in engineering. And that's the thing I get gay about with cars, especially race cars, because it's the most PvP optimized meta kind of thing. And that's really cool. And the people who found monumental success in that area are well worth remembering, is maybe my point. And so then it makes me wonder what goes into that as a knowledge, as an acquisition of knowledge that I can use for myself, that anyone could use for themselves. Like getting like a hotshot team member to work, or I don't know about hotshot team member, like someone who's like difficult. Fitting someone who's difficult but who's like a genius, fitting them into the group, or being the person who's difficult but who is also a genius. I'd like to think that that's me, but that's definitely not me. Because I'm very personable. This is really fun right now. I'm going up a hill. I'm going like 25, going like 30 miles an hour in second gear. Man, that was real fun. Yeah, man. It's okay, I have editing. I'll just edit this for when I release it to myself. I'm lost, by the way. I need something else to talk about. I have to fill space with my voice. How much further can I go with this thought about like executive teams and whatnot? I think I got to my point when I just said that the people who found monumental success in that realm ought to be remembered. And I guess I should just get to studying that more. God damn, this is steep. Good thing my brakes work, right? My brakes work, right? I drove a 40-year-old car. I hope my brakes work. Well, time to take my 40-year-old car on the road. Hope my brakes work. Damn. Yeah, like how do you solve the problem of brakes at like 180 miles an hour? What do you even... Yeah. That's all cool. That's all real cool. I think that can be applied, whatever knowledge or insight or functional wisdom I can get from learning about like racing teams and engineering teams. Whatever I can learn from that, I'm sure I can apply almost one-to-one to a band. And that's why that's likely worthwhile. Is that like cooler? Is that cooler lore than knowing like band lore? like knowing all the names of all the Ramones' girlfriends or something. Maybe that's a shitty comparison, because you wouldn't learn the names of the engineers' girlfriends anyway. Unless you were watching a modern biopic, then you'd learn all of the girlfriends' names. And that's maybe a really funny, pithy insight I just made. And if I was more practiced at doing that, I would be able to say something really funny, go into a bit about how biopics are about the important person's girlfriends now. But just pretend, how about you just pretend I did? Or better yet, do it yourself. Me, the only person listening to this, because this isn't public. And how about I'll just practice it. I'll edit this over with like static. And is that a cop? No, it's a Mini Cooper. Okay. How about this? I think Mini Coopers are cool. I think Mini Coopers are not aesthetically offensive, and I think they've been rather stalwart in resisting the aesthetic cancer of cars, of the idioms of car design nowadays. Because Mini Coopers just look the same, don't they? I haven't seen like a Mini Cooper that looks like a Tesla. I've seen a lot of Porsches that look like Teslas. I've seen a lot of Mustangs that look like Teslas. That's so fucked up. I think Mustangs are so fucked up. I think it's fucked up because they used to be so cool. But I'm not sharp enough on that stuff to really explain why. And maybe I said that. Maybe I talked about Mustangs last time. But yeah, Mini Coopers, like, they look fine still. And I think they just look the same. Like, everything else just looks like a Tesla's. Audis look like Teslas. Man. Isn't Audi supposed to be the ones breaking it open? Isn't, like, fucking every company supposed to be the ones breaking it open? What's going on with that? Isn't that the whole idea? Isn't that the whole idea of competition? We're definitely not at the point where we've figured everything out. We're never going to get to that point, bro. That's why it's cool. Like, chess isn't solved, you know? So, damn. So what the hell? That's kind of why I appreciate... I mean, I guess it's Tesla. I guess Tesla's the one breaking it open now. This minivan's not big on driving. Must be stoned. Going like 7 under. Is that a Volkswagen? It might be a Volkswagen SUV. Couldn't tell you what the model name is on that. I saw someone driving a Rabbit today, and I gave them the horns. I was in my car. It's the same like platform and era as my car, which is a really cool platform and era. Oh, it's a Honda anyway. They have a Seattle Sounders sticker. A Honda Pilot. Honda Pilot? We're going 10 under at this point. Straight up. Oh, we're picking up speed. This is actually a driving podcast now. This is a driving and cars podcast. And I'm not going to talk about anything else. I'm just going to talk about cars. Damn, dude. Yeah, it's popular stuff. Cars are. Popular stuff. Cars. Yeah, man. Oh, cars are popular. They are. They're cool. Cars are cool, man. And it's... I don't know about holy, but it's a beautiful pursuit. I think. Oh shit, I kind of know where I am. Hey, nice. What are you doing? Honda Pilot. Must be stoned. Stoner soccer player. What if I just stay in second gear the whole time and just be really loud behind him? That's funny. Going 30 miles an hour in second. It's because it's fun. Because cars are really fun. I think it's a beautiful pursuit. The pursuit of excellence, of automotive excellence. I just want to follow this guy home now. Honestly. I'm not gonna take a different turn. I'm just driving around, man. I just drive around. I let the road take me where I need to go. But it's elevating human capability. I can't run 30 miles an hour, let alone 80 miles an hour, let alone 215 miles an hour, you know? That's really cool. And it's like so accessible. I have a car. I don't even have any fucking money and I have a car. Everyone's got a car. It's Icarian. Icarian? Are you allowed to say it like that? It's Icarian. There's a shitty Audi that looks like a Tesla. Yeah, my Audi's way cooler. I have $700. Clutchy. That was clutchy. I can smell it. My bad. But yeah, I think it's pretty beautiful. And so, but it's really in like a cancer-ridden state right now. The hell is that kid doing? Oh, anyway. Which is why I think I appreciate what Tesla's been up to aesthetically. Inside the car, it's a fucking cyberpunk disaster. And I think you probably have to be like sick in the head to not be tortured by a Tesla while you're driving it. To not consider Teslas torturous to drive, I think you probably have to be sick in the head in the serious way. It's like, it's the way everyone's sick in the head. But yeah, it's no good being in those things. But aesthetically, from an exterior design standpoint, I do have a lot of respect. First of all, for, defining what cars look like now. That is probably already a done deal. That Tesla is the design benchmark from which car design will go forward from at this point. That's pretty cut and dry in my opinion. But then also, maybe what gets even more respect from me is the Cybertruck, funnily enough. And so people my age, and I guess actually just everyone, but they're all sucked up into our bullshit now. Aren't like 50-year-olds on TikTok and stuff? That's so fucked up. You're not built for that. What are you doing? Yeah, it's bad news. But people of the zeitgeist that I'm kind of a part of they see it and it kind of triggers their, everything that's wrong with the world. Oh, check this out. That was pretty cool. That's what I've been doing lately. But Cybertrucks trigger people because it makes them think Elon. It makes them think about ICE, because it makes them think about Trump, and then it makes them think about ICE. Oh my God, ICE! What the hell? What do we do about ICE? Yeah, man. I'd like to go on record, on personal private record, to say that I don't really fuck with ICE. But anyway, still people are pussies about it. Despite the contemporary cultural cancer trigger of a Cybertruck, and despite the fact that it does look bad, it does look shitty, but it's almost like punk music, man. It's almost like the Sex Pistols. You listen to it and it sounds shitty, but what it's doing is breaking open the aesthetic landscape in order to do what, but the effect that I suspect that it's having, whether or not this is teleological or anything, is that it's breaking open the landscape. I already said that. In order to, I interrupted myself and went into a loop. Is that another demon caught on camera? Give it a moment to breathe. It's making people examine the aesthetic landscape of car design. And maybe that's just the shakeup that car design needs for cars to not look like evil looking, for cars to not be Bugman cars, for cars to not dilute the soul on sight. Maybe that's just what we need. And so maybe that's the genuine good that the Cybertruck is doing. But it still looks bad, and it probably kills you if you get into a car accident because it doesn't crumple, and it's probably still hellish and torturous to drive. But the fact that it's so ugly means that maybe cars will stop looking like complete dog shit. Maybe. But regardless of what happens, that crossroads, that crossroads that cars are at right now isn't going to affect me until 30 years later, when I buy the cars that come out in 10 years, 20 years after they come out, because I still don't have any money. Or maybe just because I always get used cars for the rest of my life. Because I never want to... I don't really think I want to spend $30,000 on a car. That's funny, because I actually do want an Audi Quattro, which is like $30,000 to $50,000. Haha. Maybe I'll just go to a track and fucking rent one for a day for like $400. Maybe I'll ask for that for my birthday. Maybe I'll go to a rally track for my birthday, and I'll get rid of that bug that makes me want to buy a fucking sports car. Because those cars are never gonna be cheap. But, hey, I don't know, maybe I find like a 2000 Mustang with 150 miles on it on Craigslist in 4 years. 4 years? Is that how long I think this car's gonna last me? If that. Bad investment. Fun though. Did you hear that? That was me downshifting to slow down for a roundabout. And even that's exciting to me. With this stuff. With this car. It's so agile. It's so agile because the steering is so responsive. That was me going 40 miles an hour just then. Yeah, man, I don't know. Maybe... I don't know how fast this thing can get. I don't know how fast I can actually get this thing. Are you allowed to bring your car to a track? I'm considering going to a track to, like, not... so that I don't break a bunch of traffic laws and fuck my life up. Because I want to have fun with a car. I do want to have fun with a car, but I don't want to get paralyzed or get arrested. So, maybe I go to a track. Oh, here's me speeding up. It's like a video game. I'm going way too fast now. I'm going like 15 over. That was fun. That was like a 0 to 60, bro. Yeah, bro. That's so cool. God damn it. Yeah, man, I'm getting gayer and gayer about cars. And maybe I have to nip that in the bud at some point. Maybe I just culminate it with going to a track for my birthday in April. And maybe I'll just be fine with that. That'd be a cool video. That'd probably be a funny video. I do have a lot of ideas about how a car can be funny. Because cars can be real fucking funny. Let me say that much. Anyway. Need something else. I need something else. Am I gonna go on the freeway? I haven't gone on the freeway since Actually, no. I have gone on the freeway recently. I went to Goodwill. I went to the town that has a Goodwill, which you have to go on the freeway for. You don't have to, but it's quick. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably go to a track on my birthday. That's funny. Who the fuck has a Quattro? Who the fuck even has a Quattro that I can drive? Probably nobody. Probably fucking nobody, dude. Maybe I should stop thinking about this and try to make money instead. Maybe I distract myself. Maybe I'm being spun into a web. Man. I want to draw that tinker, that craftsman, spider craftsman guy. That's a cop. You're riding my ass. You're definitely a cop. That'd be funny. That'd be big for my podcast. My private podcast that I don't put online. If I get pulled over and I record it, and he's like, this vehicle isn't registered to you. And I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. It's just that the vehicle services office on Bainbridge, it's not open till Tuesday. So I wanted to, but it's not open till Tuesday. And it's Monday night right now, so I mean, I was going to go this morning. And then he's going to be like, it says here on the bill of sale that you bought this car a month ago, though. And I'll be like, well, man, I'm trying to start my own business. So, could you just cut me a break? And then I'm white. So he'd be like, yeah, okay. Also, it's not a cop. It's like a Kia. Dodge Charger? That's a cop car now. That's funny, right? Dodge Chargers are cop cars. Yeah, maybe I should talk about something else. Maybe I should talk about video games. I should probably talk about video games right now. Oh. Nothing beats Dark Souls. Probably nothing beats Dark Souls. How about that? My position is granite on this. My position is immovable. Bring it on, all you destinies of the world. You're not going to change my opinion on this. I'm basically alt-right about this. Immovable. I'm alt-right about how Dark Souls is the GOAT. Ultimate game of all time. Check the records. It's ultimate game of all time. So, according to who? What does that matter? It's the ultimate game of all time. It beat out Minecraft. And like The Witcher 3 or something. Yeah. Dark Souls best because why? Because why? Because it just gets you in it, bro. Because it just gets you in it. And the game feel and the Ludo narrative harmony. And the Ludo narrative harmony and the gameplay loop. Man, the gameplay loop of Dark Souls goes hard, bro. Bro, do you see the gameplay loop of Dark Souls? I don't know. Talking about video games kind of sucks. Maybe I should talk about music. What have I even been doing? What have I even been doing with music? I've been writing a lot of songs. There's no point in talking about that. What point is there me talking about the songs I'm writing? I'll just put the songs out. I have no idea why I went this way. I just went into a random shopping area. Because I thought, I don't even know. I'm still not great at stopping and starting. I mean starting, I'm decent enough at stopping. Stopping's not hard. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm fucking aimless. Maybe that's what I'm really getting at with this podcast. With this private podcast that I'm not putting out anywhere. Maybe I'm illustrating how aimless I am. But I don't think I'm really all that aimless. Not right now. Oh, I know which way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna go on a fun road. I'm not really aimless. That's fun. You gonna go in front of me? Yeah, alright. Dog. Tesla, man. I don't know, people driving Teslas, they're kind of dummies though. Still. Like I don't really respect any Tesla drivers. I respect what Tesla's doing, but never seen someone in a Tesla and been like, you're probably cool. Because they're probably not. They're probably not cool is the thing. So, now if you were driving a B2 platform Audi from the 80s, I think that's a cool guy. I probably want that guy to teach music lessons to my children. Right? Right? Damn. Wow, this guy has good taste in mid-size executive sedans. So maybe I should give him some highly skilled labor. Maybe I should pay him for some highly skilled labor. Maybe that's what should happen now that I know that guy has a cool car. He knows he knows about the whole B2 platform. He knows about the Quattro. Man, that kid really knows his stuff about the Quattro. I need NOS. I need NOS. I need to go faster. It's not pulling the way I need it. It's not pulling. It runs really slowly when I try to go uphill in fourth gear. I need NOS. Turbo? I think it's called turbo. Me? Yeah, I need NOS. Damn, I'm just driving past people's farmhouses right now, being a dick. That's all I'm doing right now. Little do they know I have a rich inner world that I'm sharing with myself on a private podcast. So, man, it's beautiful out tonight. No clouds. Real nice. What was I talking about? Kind of need something else to talk about. Oh, I'm not aimless. I'm not aimless. I know what I'm doing. It's a matter of courage. I need to go fast. I need the courage to go fast. I need to go 55 miles an hour in fourth gear. Because I have courage. I need to be distracted by cars instead of what I need to do with my life. Yeah, man. I guess I can, who even cares, man? Who even cares what temporal worlds I'm exploring and intend to display with my new record? I should just make the fucking record instead of talking about it on a podcast that I'm not even going to upload publicly. Maybe I should just write the fucking music, which I'm doing. Listen. Maybe these drives are more of an exorcism. Getting demons on camera and stuff. Not that I'm going to start talking in tongues or anything like that. That's kind of hacky, I think. That's outdated. It's a hack bit to speak in tongues for an exorcism. Now it's more like you make ironic jokes and you come to dead ends in your thought, and then you're like demon caught on camera. Maybe that's how you find them. Nowadays, I just can't let myself stop talking. First of all, because I'm like 40 minutes away from home. So, I don't want to be bored. So, I should just pretend to be an influencer, right? And do this little podcast that I'm not going to show anyone. It's private. Listen, the podcast is private. I'm divulging personal secrets on here. I'm expressing viewpoints that some may consider distasteful and therefore unacceptable. So I should just keep this to myself. I should just crumple up into a little ball and not get out there. I'm gonna work on the perfect album. I'm gonna make the perfect album. Once everyone sees that album I make, it's gonna be perfect, and everyone's gonna love me, and I'm gonna show them the way. I talked about this earlier, how everyone's in this Cameron Winter state now. Like, okay, God's real. What do I do? And then obviously I'm gonna save everyone. Because I haven't gotten over being 18 yet. And I haven't gotten over my messianic phase, as Jean Piaget would say. The end of childhood. I'm not over that yet. I'm still messianic. I'm still in the messianic phase, according to Jean Piaget. The behaviorist, constructivist. I think it's constructivist. I watch YouTube. I know what these things are. Listen, I know Hegel. I know Jean Piaget. By way of Jordan Peterson. Damn. Yeah, man. The alternative, I'm making a joke about not having grown up. I have grown up, man. And the alternative is not giving up on that messianic, I'm going to save everyone thing. Maybe for someone who was meant to be a carpenter, that is the right move, to give up on your notion of saving humanity. But for a musician, the alternative is just to get to work. Start a podcast, right? This is me right now deciding that this is going to be a public podcast. Oh, yeah! I'm going to start a podcast, dude. Fuck. The issue is, though, I don't smoke nearly enough weed to make it in the podcast industry. This thing starts to lose control when I get to about 70 miles an hour. So I'm not going to do that right now. I was speeding up, but I'm not going to do that anymore. There's an issue with saying that I'm going to do something publicly, though. And the issue is that I peter out and I stop doing it. Who can relate? Woo! Who can relate with, I'm going to start something public and it's going to be my big break. And then you do it like for, say, 2 episodes. And then it's done. So maybe I should just keep up the bit that this is a private podcast. But now I'm thinking of it in the context of that it is a public podcast. And it's like an in-joke that me and my viewers have. And now it's like, oh, I have viewers already? Because no, I don't. I don't have viewers, is kind of the thing. Kind of the whole point is that I don't have any viewers. Maybe I need to get someone in the car. But maybe I need to fix my blower motor before I do that. Because 2 people in a car would probably fog up the window, even when I'm going like 40 miles an hour. And my blower motor doesn't work. So the fans don't turn on in this car. So it fogs up with me in it, unless I'm like going fast or constantly moving. So maybe that's like a tech tree thing. Like you can add a companion, but you need to fix your blower motor on your 40-year-old car. This is the only podcast with a tech tree. So maybe that's my niche. I was thinking about starting a fishing podcast, and I thought about, and the tech tree is more potent for a fishing podcast, because I was gonna start on the shore, and I was gonna work my way to getting a boat. What the fuck is that guy's deal? I was gonna work my way toward getting a boat, and like, then I get a fish finder and I upgrade my gear and stuff. But also associated with that podcast was getting drunk. It was going to be called the Drunken Sailor Podcast, and it was half baked. It was pretty well baked, but I never did it because it's really inconvenient to just go out fishing for a podcast. So I didn't end up doing it, and that's probably fine. Because it's probably not a good idea to make a consistent routine of getting really drunk for any reason. Looking at you, Bukowski. Looking at you, 20-year-olds who are into Bukowski. Looking at you, me 3 years ago. 1.5 years ago. Damn. I'm working on it. And maybe that's a reason this should be public. Because everyone's working on it. I mean, unless you're like completely submitted to sin and you embrace it and you embrace nihilism and everything. If that's you and you're listening to this public podcast, can you cut it out? Come on, man, be cool. Cut it out, bro. Sin's not chill. It's not chill, dude. Cut it out. Fold laundry or something, man. We're all working on it. We're all working on it. So cut it out. Seriously, dude, are you still into nihilism? Are you 12? Are you 15 and you got broken up with? Like, come on, dude. You're 25? Oh, you're 25. Huh. Oh, you're 30. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Be cool. It's not too late. That's kind of the point of Christ. It's not too late. Ah, come on, man. Be cool. It's not too late. Nah, bro. You're good. Chill, though. No, chill. You're good. That's what Jesus is saying. Bro. No, bro. You good? Just chill, though. Just chill, bro. It's all good. Nah, bro, I forgive you. I forgive you. I don't have a great accent. I don't have a very good Christ accent. And that's an ironic bit. That's an example of an ironic bit with a decent amount of truth behind it. And if you can get sharp on those, man, wow, you'll go far in this world. I've never hit my car horn. I'm gonna try and hit my car horn right now. Hey, it works. I probably should have checked that before I bought the fucking car, but I was afraid of being embarrassed test driving it because I was such a noob at manual transmissions that I just said, I'll just buy the car instead of test driving it for full ask. Not haggling or nothing. I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to haggle on your first car. But also, maybe you're supposed to be buying your first car when you're like 17. But it's not too late. You're good, bro, but chill, though. And so that's what I'm doing. Now I'm not a complete moron about cars. Now I'm a bit of a heckin' geek about cars. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Once I start learning about, if I start talking about Japanese cars, then I'll give permission to anyone listening to this to come to my house and kill me. How about that? I shouldn't set that as a standing offer. I should caveat that by saying that, okay, I'm 23 years old right now. Once I'm 40, offers off the table. Please don't do that if I start talking about Japanese cars. Because at that point, it'll be fine for me to do that. To talk about Japanese cars. Because I won't have anything real to do. And maybe the coolest thing I could be doing at age 40 is thinking about Japanese cars. Oh shit. That's not a B2 platform. It looked like it. It looked like a Toyota though. Toyota Corolla from the 80s. And that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna go to the drunk driver 2-lane highway where there's a casino and a weed store and a gas station because it's an Indian reservation. I'm not gonna go to the Indian reservation that is in its entirety a 2-lane highway. That seems like a bad idea. That seems like a good way to get killed or arrested. So I'm not going to do that. It's like 10 now. Maybe I should split this recording real quick and move my phone closer to me. Yep. Did it. Damn, I'm looking at the waveform while this is being recorded, and there's probably so much engine noise. It actually probably sounds completely abysmal, which is funny because it's an entirely audio-based piece of media. And also, audio is supposed to be my area of expertise. I'm not a great producer, though. That's definitely something I'd rather offload onto someone else, like Harmony. That's like a rhythmic, harmonic concern. It's only melodic within the context of history, which is kind of cool lore to think about. But I'm more than alright with just having someone on my team that can be revolutionary in that regard. What was I talking about? The audio. The audio probably sucks. The audio probably sucks. But maybe it's like hypnotic. Maybe like you're listening to this at work, you have it in your left earbud, or maybe you lost your left earbud because you have wireless earbuds and you're listening to it with your right earbud. Because you lost your left earbud in the shower or something. Like, you kept your earbud in to listen to your favorite podcast that makes you feel like you have friends. And you left that in when you took a shower. And maybe it got fucked up. Or maybe it fell somewhere where you don't feel like going to clean up in your apartment. Because you've been neglecting it for 6 months. This one spot that represents all the shame in your life and everything you're neglecting. So maybe you're listening to this in your right earbud instead of your left earbud. While you work at a gas station, while you work at a factory, while you work at Starbucks, while you work at a weed grower. Hey, shout out to my former co-workers, by the way, working at the weed place still. Not gonna say which. Hey, I'm not gonna dox the weed place. What was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh, my audio sucks. But maybe it's hypnotic. Maybe the point is really to be listening to the sound of my dashboard. Because that's what you're listening to right now, is my dashboard. I want to turn left. See, what that sound was an unrev matched downshift to second gear downhill, and so my car kind of caught when I was going downhill. That was just a curve. Don't worry about that. Maybe it totally is good. Maybe it's like lo-fi, like Daniel Johnston? I forgot. I'm not a 17-year-old anymore, so I don't remember that kind of stuff. Okay? I don't know the names of all the guys in Slint anymore. I'm sorry. Maybe you do. Maybe you do because you're part of a punk scene and you're supposed to have conversations about band members. And maybe I'm an idiot for choosing not to keep that stuff in my mind. Or maybe I'm based. Or maybe I'm actually the based one. That's probably the case. It's actually probably the case that I'm the one who's based. Because I talk in free verse. And my rhymes are so cold, give you hyperthermia. Put your ass in a hearse. Reference Shakespeare. Talk about Hermia. Giving me some trap is like a thirst. I was never one for rapping. I was never partial to rapping, I don't think. Eminem's good, though. Probably. Nah, he's good. All the three Slim Shady songs, all three Slim Shady songs are, I guess, necessary listening. So maybe I'll say that. But then the issue is, if I'm in some punk scene with people who know all this lore, they're gonna start talking about like some British rapper or something, and it's not going to be very good, and the music isn't going to be very good, because it's going to sound like house music. It's going to sound like dance music, but in Britain they call it trance music because it's 20 minutes long and nothing happens. So the only way to not kill yourself when you're listening to it is to put yourself in a trance somehow. Usually somehow is drugs. Usually it's you do drugs. Drugs that make you feel like everything is right. Like MDMA. I've never done MDMA. Leave in the comments how many times you've done MDMA and what you learned and how cool it was. Leave that in the comments, please. I want to know. Because I'm a coward and I'm scared to take it. So, I just want you to explain it to me. I want to watch psyched substance videos. Isn't that guy's, life ruined? I'm pretty sure that guy, ruined his life by taking drugs all the time. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Last time I heard of him, he was, on a hike, and his face looked like a strawberry, and he was talking about how his lady kicked him out because he was addicted to drugs so hard. That's what I remember from 3-4 years ago. The last psyched substance video I watched. That's pretty depressing. You probably shouldn't be into drugs. Not saying that it's not cool to do drugs. It's super cool to do drugs, actually. Actually, it is super cool to do drugs, and maybe you should just be doing drugs. Like weed. Damn, bro, remember when weed was cool? No, it still is. Nah, bro, weed's still cool. It's not like anytime someone says that they stopped smoking weed, I say, wow, man, that's impressive. I wish I had the willpower to do that. It's not like that's what happens. And then they start smoking weed after a month. Anyway. And then they call it a tea break. I'm gonna have a tea break. Say that with a British accent. It's funny. I'm gonna have a tea break. I think I'll take a tea break. That's I don't know. That's about as far as that joke goes. I think I'll have a tea break. That's actually cooler than what you sound like. So, think about that, maybe. Maybe think about that. People who are trying to do better. Like me. I'm basically telling myself this. I'm trying to just tell myself stuff in private. Even though, I already have that all squared away and I don't smoke weed. Am I glad I did? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot now because I used to smoke weed so much. Maybe I'm a total dummy right now. Maybe I let demons into my mind from smoking weed all the time. Maybe everyone's got fucking demons in their brain because they smoked weed. Like a ton of weed. Maybe that's what happens. Oh, it's actually not what happens, and you actually know all about the endocannabinoid system? Really? That's interesting. Maybe you should start a podcast about that and talk about the endocannabinoid system of cats and justify why it's actually chill to smoke on cats. Like, if you actually do understand their endocannabinoid system, you realize that it is actually 98% similar to a human's. And weed is good for humans, so what's the problem? That'll probably get you by. For one episode. What do you talk about in the next episode? Terpenes? What's up with terpenes, bro? Sounds cool when I say it. Terpenes. It's like the next level up from explaining the difference between indica and sativa. It's like once you graduate from that, that's 102 maybe. 101 is probably just like thinking that weed is cool. But then 102 is knowing the difference between indica and sativa. Because that matters, by the way. Because that's how weed is separated. Yeah. But then level 3 is terpenes. I know about terpenes. There's actually like a quintillion different kinds of terpenes. And that's really the main thing. Now that all weed is fucking 30% THC, the real important thing to pay attention to is terpenes. Makes you sound really smart, doesn't it? Doesn't make it sound like there's a snake in your throat and your heart. Is it good that whenever I shift into first with the clutch in, it sounds like an ambulance is coming maybe a quarter mile away from me, and I think that I have to pull over to the side of the road? 7,000 RPM. There's a point at 7,000 RPM where everything else just dissolves, fades away, and it's just a moving body going through space. Yeah, but you're probably past terpenes. You probably know so much about weed. Damn. If you don't, and you're still smoking weed, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you don't, know about it, what's the point? Are you trying to get scared? Like you're scared all the time? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna dog on weed anymore. You already know. Listen, you already know. Nothing I'm gonna say is gonna give any new information about what weed does to you. You already fucking know. But you're probably still mad chill though, still, so you're probably fine. You still got a ways until you're 30, right? It's still gonna be a while till you're 30, so you're probably good. I've still got a ways till I'm 30, so I'm probably good. Yeah, man. Art school was such a significant portion of my life. Man, art school felt like forever, bro. That was only 4 years. And I have 7 years, more like 6.5, till I'm 30. So, I guess I'm good. Maybe I need to relax more and just take it in. Maybe I just need to relax more and just take it in. Just life, you know? Come on, dude. Are you kidding me, man? I was enlightened when I was like 16. I fucking... I get it. That's boring, though. That's boring, though. How about you make an altar to the highest good? That's less boring, I think, than being enlightened. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. It's not a personal opinion, by the way. When I say personal opinion, I mean objective fact that it's less boring to construct an altar to the highest good rather than be enlightened and look at a tree, look at a sunrise, and listen, I'm not discounting the beauty of a sunrise or of a crying child. That's probably the most beautiful thing I see on a somewhat regular basis, is like someone's kid having an issue in public and them having to like do something about it. That brings a fucking tear to my eye, man. I'm not sure what this has to do with anything. Oh, I'm just saying that I'm enlightened. I'm enlightened? Trust me. Well, you don't trust me? I am, dude. I am enlightened. I was enlightened when I was 16. So get off my case. I know how beautiful it is. Why do you think it's so beautiful, man? Maybe we should celebrate that and get to work. What else is there to do? What else is there to do? Celebrate beauty by drinking Excelsior hard ciders and playing video games? Is that what we do? Now that we know that the world is beyond beautiful, infinitely, is load up the grinder and get a pack of Excelsior hard ciders, the one with the shitty looking giraffe on it with a space helmet, and play I'm not gonna try and call anyone out with a specific video game, not tonight. All I know is that there's a specific point that you get to around 7,000 RPM where everything else just fades away and where the car ceases to exist and you're just a body moving through space. That's all I know, because I'm just a driver. I'm just a pro driver. I'm just a pro driver. I bring my 1986 Audi. I bring it up to 4,000 RPMs, 4.5 thousand RPMs, and listen, I know that it's a point at 7,000 RPM, but I think you can be just as good at that as what Matt Damon says with half. I think you'll need half. That's just what I think, so. But that's just what I think. So that's what I think. Yo! I need to calm down. I need to calm down with my driving. I gotta come up with one more thing to talk about before I call it an end to this episode. Alright guys, see you next time.